Good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning. How's everyone doing? How's everyone doing today? Finally got the microphone fixed. Ready to rock and roll and get started here on the day. Guys, did you see Google? Did you see Alphabet, what it did? That 20 for 1 forward split and that good earnings, huge gap up. I mean, this thing literally, my God, man. Well, I got to show you the chart in a minute. Just such a huge move. Huge move from like 2,700 and change all the way up over 3,000 today. That's humongous, man. Now for every one share of Google you have, you're going to get it. You're going to get 20 of them. So, not sure exactly when that's going to kick in, but should be kicking in, I guess, in a few weeks, if not sooner. I'm not sure. We'll see. We'll check the press release. But yesterday was a good day. Little base hit of a day, basically. Caught a nice little trade on Tesla puts early in the morning, and that was it for the day because things just looked rather crazy. Kind of like you didn't know which way anything was going to go, and then at the end of the day, the SPY just took off. SPY just took off. AMD took off. A bunch of stuff took off. It's almost like everybody knew that Google was going to do what it did and send the market soaring. So pretty crazy. Let's grab that Google chart here and take a look at it. All right. Let's jump in here and take a look at what's going on. So yeah, there's your daily. Look at this. Look at this. Look at the size. Look at the size of that gap up. That is huge. Look at this old line we drew here the other day. We talked about, a 2450 area, 2490 area being a bounce zone on Google. Look at that. Are you kidding me? I had even said, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna wait a little bit, see if Google can get down here. Or was it? I think it was right here between 23 to 2200. And I was going to buy. Oh my God. I should have started buying there at 24s. Oh well. All right, Baldy. Have a good one, man. So that was crazy there. Yeah, I'm not sure when it is, Jose. I'm not entirely sure when it is. Maybe we'll find it here in a minute. Guys, let me get a couple tweets out. Let everyone know we're live. And then we'll start jumping into the day. If you like, you know what? First, let me show you yesterday's trade. Let me show you yesterday's trade first. So yesterday, we caught puts here and sold them all into that move. And that's where I made my money. I mean, the rest of the day, really, it was kind of choppy, see? Tesla was really choppy the rest of the day. We talked about this reversal here at 920. I said, guys, watch for VWAP to hold support 920. It's the daily level. And sure enough, that would have worked out better. But still, make money on those puts there any day. So that was a trade yesterday. Give me a second here. Let me send out some tweets. Get your tickers ready if you want me to go over any tickers for you. And start posting them in chat. Roger that, Baldy. Yo, good morning. Give me 1 second here, guys, and I'll put out this tweet, let everybody know we're live, and then we'll start jumping into those charts. All right. Jumping back on over here to the stream once this posts. Boom. Billy, welcome to the Discord. Glad to have you on there. All right, guys, do you have any tickers you want me to go over with you today? SQ, we'll jump on that one. Oh, Square. Let's forget it's SQ. Not much has happened here. We went over this one yesterday. And we talked about this 130 level possibly being some resistance. Sure enough, you know, previous support. Little resistance area right now. You got potential support here in the 112s. So watch, see if that holds. Maybe it starts to formulate a new channel here between 133 and 112, 113, where you just see it, you know, basically trading something like that, right? Like a little channel play. Maybe now it starts to formulate something like that. OLB with news. Yeah, I see it here on the scans. Looking pretty good. Not too bad. 250s is going to be a clear level of resistance. We'll definitely be looking at this one later for the watch list. See if we can get over those 250s. UNH XLU. Sure thing. Guys, sorry, I don't know if you hear that. It's by my window here on the side. Gardener's out there doing the lawn. So it's gonna be, it might be a little noisy here. Hold on, you know what? These ring notices from the cameras are driving me insane. Let me pause them really quickly here. Otherwise, it's going to drive me insane. And done. All right. UNH, United Health Group. I mean, I like this long term for the next like 2 to 4 years. You have a clear resistance here at 475 area. Previous support right here. Broke underneath it. Old support now becomes new resistance more often than not. Resistance there. And resistance yesterday right there. If you can break up and above that and hold it as support, you're going to have potential room here to 484. Nice 7-9 point move there. Break up and over that level, you will have a gap fill that presents itself here to 489. So nice clear chart there. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. You know what? I like it. I'm going to actually write this one down. Good eye on that one, Hugo. So UNH, just I'm putting it on the back burner, kind of like to weekly watch list type thing. Back burner, UNH, watching for a break and hold of 475. Morning, Paul. XLU. So this is an ETF. You have clear $70 resistance right here. Well, we're at 68 and change. We're under the 50-day moving average. You know, you might want to see maybe the 68 to 67.50 level hold support. You got that 67.50 level, 100-day moving average kind of lining up with this previous flat top resistance here. Maybe that level holds support. Now, I don't like this chart as much as the other one. The United one, way nicer looking chart. I don't like this one that much. Although this 67.50 level, if you go back, this 67.50 level, look at how much. Like, this is a really nice level. What I don't like about it is right in here. It's in the middle, basically, of the range. I don't like that. Let me see what the weekly looks like. Yeah, weekly looks a little bit better. You're in that $67.50 to $70 channel. So yeah, you can watch that. Yep, OLB, we're going to definitely get to that one. Jose mentioned it has news. It's on the scanners as well, so we'll get to that one. PHAR. I don't see that one on the scans. Let's go take a look at that one. This trades no volume, man. Look at this. It trades no volume, even on the daily chart. It literally, it's crazy. What's the news on it? Oh, yeah, this probably won't do much. Look at the pre-market. Look at the pre-market action. If it breaks and holds that 200-day moving average, maybe it'll get a little attention. But it has no pre-market action. All right, guys, you got any other tickers you want me to take a look at? Or any questions, really? Any tickers or any questions? So if you have any tickers, any questions, now's definitely the time. If not, we'll start jumping into the scans and looking at some news. MDJH. MDJH. This looks like it must have had some sort of news earlier. They're right by my window, guys. I'm going to mute the mic for a couple seconds while they pass by. Yeah, I don't see any news on MDJH here, which is weird because that type of move there is typically something you would see on news. You made a move here to the 200-day moving average, which is right around that 430 area, which is a previous support zone. Clear as day here on this daily chart. So now you'd expect it to be resistance. You might be able to find some support down here around the 270s to $3, but you had that 100-day moving average right here at 310. It's a little sloppy-ish, and I don't see any news on it either. Congrats, Cindy. Congrats on those gains. Remember to have a plan. Remember, don't just be like, oh, I hope it does this or I hope it does that. It's fine to obviously hope that, but have a plan. Have sell targets already in mind, and when those targets are reached, you know, book your money. You don't have to sell all your shares, but you book your money as you go. The last thing you want to do, because imagine, Moaz is coming. We're gonna go to $500. Now there's people up here who could have sold inside of here, made life-changing money, or a week's worth of salary, or a month worth of salary, a year worth of salary. They could have made that, and now they're all the way down here because they were like, oh no, I hope it goes higher. I hope it goes higher. Remember, always have a plan and book profits along the way. So let me take a look at DWAC for you. Yeah, if DWAC breaks over 90, like these 90s are definitely a take profit zone. Last time it got there, it was resistance, pulled away from it. So if I bought this dip, let's say, my first take profit zone is going to be in front of that level. In front of that level would be my first take. So however many shares I have, I'll take a portion of them off there, pay myself, put some money in my pocket, and then I would move my stop loss up and then basically turn it into a trailing stop. That way, as the stock goes higher, my stop moves with it, and that way I can stay in that trade a little bit longer. CFVI. CFVI. Yeah, but if you're long from the 20s, you know, you're up really nicely. It'd be a good idea to take a little profit for sure. 89, 90, hell, I'd take some profit right now. CFVI. Well, this one I think we went over recently, as you know, we have a bunch of notes here on the chart. Nothing's changed really on this one. You know, watch for those 1150s. That 50-day moving average has been holding support. You could see it's been holding support the last few days. Now we're well above it. You want to see that level hold support. See if you can kind of get, you know, a little channel play here between 1160s to 1360s. Sean, what's up? And those are some long tickers. They almost feel like they're OTC or something. VRNOF. That's because they are OTC. Yeah, I don't really trade OTC, but well, I'll analyze the chart really quickly for you. So right now, what do you have here? 100-day to 50-day moving average resistance that is showing up there. You don't want to see a break and hold of that level. You have clear as day. Everyone can see this. Support at 10 bucks. Look at that support at 10 bucks on this OTC play. So you have yourself a little channel here. But if it breaks up and over 1150, you have a shot here at maybe 13s. What's that other one? GDNSF. This one made a big move yesterday, huh? You're going to have possible 270 resistance, mid 260s resistance. And you'll want to watch this 180 area for potential support. Previous support there. Turned resistance all throughout here. So any pullbacks into that level, you'd want to see it hold support now. What do you set your trading stop to? I find stop out too quickly at 0.03, thinking about placing it higher to allow some movement. I don't really, I use mental stops. I don't use physical hard stops, rarely. I use mental stops. So my stops are based on the chart. My stops are based on the chart pattern. For example, if I were long this stock on this pullback here into VWAP 9 EMA 23.6 Fibonacci, I would be long somewhere. Why am I not drawing? Hold on. I would be long somewhere in here, right? My stop loss would be underneath the support zone. First take profit, high of the day. Second, take profit as we squeeze. And now at this point here, I'd probably put my stop under the 9 EMA. And I could use this 9 EMA, since it's a momentum indicator, and then take profits as we go. And if we break underneath the 9 EMA, I would stop out. That's one example. So that's one example. All right, guys, let's see, what do we got here? So we got a few tickers we've gone over, answered a question. Do me a quick favor, guys, hit that like button. Really helps out tremendously with the YouTube algorithm. We got 22 watchers on here and 11 likes. Help me out there and hit that like button for me. There we go, 12 likes, 13. Wow, you guys are awesome. Thank you very much. Any other questions or tickers you want me to go over before we start diving into news and scanners? Also, remember, you can join us in the Discord if you're not in the Discord, right here. Boom. And don't forget that Trade Ideas is having a test drive of their platform, including their artificial intelligence, on February 14th. Here's how you can sign up. NASDAQ futures jump 1.5% after Alphabet pops on strong earnings. Let's see if we can find out here when is the split happening. Okay, so just requires shareholder approval. Alphabet intends to split the Class A, Class B, Class C shares of the stock according to earnings statement. The change requires shareholder approval. Each shareholder at the close of business on July 1st will receive on July 15th through the 19th additional shares for each share of the same class of stock they own. So yeah, you're not going to get those shares until sometime in July. Yep, that's right, the king. Yep, that's what's happening. Okay. All right, guys. So that's what we got cooking right now. If you have any tickers or any other questions, if not, we're gonna just start jumping into the scanners and the news. There's plenty moving around today, that's for sure. Let me see something here real quick, because I've been eyeing. Man, PayPal's just getting destroyed. I've been eyeing PayPal, like a little bit of a long-term hold. Got these 140s here. It could be a potential area. So now, for every one share of Google that you own, okay, the price will drop and you'll have 20. So, for example, very simple, right? Let's say Google's at $3,000, okay? At $3,000. With this 20 for 1 split, forward split, what'll happen is if you have one share of Google for $3,000 that you own, in July, let's say it's still $3,000, etc. Whatever the case is, you're gonna get now 20 shares. You're gonna get 20 shares of Google, and the price would be 150. 150 times 20 is $3,000. So the value of the stock itself is not going to change. The value of your position will not change unless, of course, market values, besides the point. You're just going to get 20 shares now, and the price will drop to the value of that stock. That's it. Nothing else to it. Yep, AMD, we're going to go over all of those. If everyone's ready for that, that's what we'll do. Let's go ahead and check in on the news then. Companies unexpectedly cut 301,000 jobs in January as Omicron slams jobs market, ADP says. Private payroll fell 301% for January versus the estimate of for a 200,000 gain, according to payrolls processing firm ADP. This was the first reported net job loss since December 2020. That's about it. Manufacturing also lost 21,000 positions, while education and health services reported a drawdown of 15,000, and construction fell by 10,000. Service providing industries were responsible for 274,000 of the job losses, with goods producers falling by 27,000. Let's check in on some other news here. U.S. stock futures rose Wednesday with Google parent Alphabet 10.4% pre-market surge on strong earnings, pushing the Nasdaq futures more than 1.5% higher as Wall Street looks to advance for the fourth straight session. Shares of Facebook rose 3% in pre-market ahead of earnings out after the bell. The late January market rally continued into February with the Dow Jones Industrial Average, the S&P 500, and the Nasdaq closing up roughly 0.7% each. The Nasdaq remains in correction territory heading into new trading day. Ahead of Friday's monthly employment report, ADP said before the bell Wednesday that the U.S. companies cut 301,000 jobs in January. Economists had expected a growth of 200,000 new private sector positions. December was downwardly revised to a 776,000 gain. It's worth noting that during the ailment pandemic, the ADP numbers have not been the best indicator for government job reports. If Alphabet's pre-market advance were to hold at the open, the stock would top November's all-time highs and go back to above $2 trillion market value. Late Tuesday, the tech giant reported better than expected earnings and revenue for fourth quarter. It beat estimates in the service and cloud business. Alphabet announced a 20-for-1 stock split pending shareholder approval, leading to speculation about whether the name could eventually be added to the Dow 30. It also repurchased a record $13.47 billion of stocks in the quarter. PayPal plunges on weak guidance, AMD surges on strong outlook. So here we go. This is what I was looking at PayPal. PayPal reported this disappointing fourth quarter results after closing bell Tuesday, and the stock got pummeled, sinking roughly 17% in pre-market. The digital payment company slightly missed estimates for fourth quarter earnings and slightly beat on revenue, but it was the forward guidance that really crushed the stock. AMD shares jumped 12.5% in Wednesday's pre-market, the morning after chipmaker reported fourth quarter earnings and revenue that beat estimates and delivered a strong full-year forecast. With closing of Exilink acquisition on horizon, AMD is poised to add more firepower to compete against Intel in the data center semiconductor market. So there you go, guys. That's what's happening today. Starbucks shares fell nearly 3% in pre-market trading following the coffee giant saying after the bell Tuesday that the higher costs are weighing on profits. My God, that coffee can get more expensive. Speaking of coffee, it's Cuban coffee time. Boom. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. So yeah, guys, that's what's going on today. Let's see. Oh, this is a good one. So Jerry says, I am an idiot. Bought AMD February 4th, 116 calls, not aware of this earnings option, was 4.50%, still a beginner. Jerry, you're not an idiot. You're not an idiot. Number one, there's so many numbers we're going to go over right now because I really like helping out new people. Okay. Number one, and I hope you're still in here. Otherwise, well, everybody else should be able to take something out of this. Number one, anytime you hold a trade, not a long-term hold investment position, not a long-term. I hold all my long-term stuff. I don't care about earnings. I hold into earnings. I never sell before earnings. Why would I? It's a long-term investment, right? A trade. If you're in a trade, anytime you hold a position that's a trade into earnings, it's a coin flip. You have no idea whether it's going to be good, bad, whether the earnings are good, but their forward guidance is bad. PayPal, their earnings wasn't too bad, and they beat on revenue, but their forward guidance was crap. So that's why they gapped down. You don't know. You don't know. There's no way that you know unless you have insider information. There's no way that you know, right? So if you hold a position, you're at a 50-50. If I'm gonna take a 50-50 chance on something, I'm gonna go to the casino and have some fun. But if I'm at work, I want minimum 60-40, preferably 70-30 chances. Okay? That's what I want. I don't want 50-50s. So you're not an idiot. That's number one. Number two, you're a beginner. You should be looking to just get educated on how to trade, strategies, go through courses, trade in a simulator, and then after that, start trading real money. All right? And then lastly, I owned AMD. Hold on. I don't know if you guys hear the noise. They're out there with the garden and stuff. I owned AMD at $11. This is when I first started trading. The person that had gotten me back into trading, some guy that had gone from nothing to multi-millionaire trading, and this is somebody that I knew from my profession, from one of the businesses that I run. He told me AMD's not going anywhere. Nvidia, and Nvidia obviously, but AMD blew up, and I owned it at 11. And I said to myself, this guy turned nothing into $10 million, so he must know what he's talking about. I was a complete noob, so I sold out of my AMD, and it was a long-term hold. It was supposed to be a long-term hold, and I had 100 shares at $11. I sold them at $12, $13, something like that. I think it was $13. And here we are. So cheers. For I am the biggest idiot. All right, let's see what else going on here. The King, that's a good question. I don't know. I don't think. Maybe there's a way. There's a website or something. Don't know. Paul, what percent are you risking per trade? Sometimes I get FOMO and I want to YOLO into a position knowing it would be a monster. Then I talk myself out of it, not wanting to blow up my account. Smart. That latter half is very smart because you don't know it's going to be a monster. If we had 100% knowledge that it's going to go in our way, why would we put in a whole account? We put in our entire net worth on it. Not our whole account. I'd put everything on it. Everything. I'd sell my houses. I'd liquidate everything and I'd put everything on it. But we don't do that because we never have 100%, knowing that it's going to be a monster, right? So we don't do that. So what do? We manage risk. It's not a percentage risk per trade. It's a dollar amount per trade risk. You have to pick a dollar amount and I teach this in my courses over at the daytraderchatroom.com. You have to pick a dollar amount that for you makes it feel like you're trading in a simulator, basically. Like it's a video game. Almost. It could be $50. It could be $100. It could be $20. It could be $1,000. It could be $10,000. It depends on you and you alone, right? So you're going to pick that dollar amount, and that's the risk you're going to take on every single trade. Why? Because if you're risking $100 per trade, but when you're right, you're making $200-300. Well, you can go 3 trades in a row and be down $300. Your next trade, that 4th trade of the day, of the week, whatever, is a winner. $300. We're right back at break even. That's how risk to reward should work for you. And I've shown this in the Discord. I've shown this trading live, with the team, where I've gone first trade of the day, red. Damn it. Second trade of the day, red. Damn it. Third trade of the day, bang. All the red gone and well into green on the day because proper risk reward parameters. Now, if you risk 100 on the first trade, 200 on the next one, you know, 500. That's not going to work. That's how you churn your account and just go insane, like mentally, like the mental capital just drains out. All right, guys, this is gold what I'm dropping here for you. I hope you know that. Here you go. If you guys are interested in seriously getting educated, there's your DTC Pro. Sign up, go through the courses, get your one-on-one with me. You're going to be live in the room always with us. You're also going to be locked in price, and you're also going to have access to all the courses. On Thursday, the shorting course is going to upload. All right. Every time we have a new course, it's on the dashboard. DTC Pro members always get access to every single piece of content, no upsells, and you have a video lesson library that will have about 300 videos here in the next few weeks. Morning, Monarchy. So, what? So what does this mean on news? I get more from watching this than any of the channels. Thank you. I appreciate that. DWAC options, alert, February, 100 call, near, ask. Oh, okay, I got you. That's an option strategy. I don't really use that. I trade very simple, guys. Trading can be as complicated as you want it to be or as simple as you want it to be. I trade very, very simple. I'm telling you, come into the Discord. Like, if you don't want to be a DTC Pro, you just want to get a little taste and see what it's like, you know, what we do, you know. If you don't want to go through the courses right away, you just want to get a feel for it, come on 30 days into the channel, into the stream, sorry, at Discord, and come hang out. No, yeah. No, Paul, I did the same thing when I was new. That doesn't work. That doesn't work. You don't want to know why? Because look, 100 shares of Tesla, you know, it's a $100,000 position, right? 100 shares of a $3 stock, a $300 position. So while the position sizing will be different, because I'll put it to you like this. When you do the dollar amount risk, I can get myself, right, into a small cap, right, and $3, $4, $5 stock, and risk $300 on the trade, okay? And it's going to be, you know, it'd be a $10,000 position, $20,000 position, who knows, right? It depends on the price of the stock, right? I can buy a $10 stock, have a $300 risk, have 1,000 shares of that stock. I can go out and buy a $250,000 position of Tesla and keep the same $300 risk. I've done it. So yeah, it's got to be the dollar amount. Okay, time is ticking away, guys, and we got to get this watch list cooking. So I'm going to be watching PayPal. I like PayPal for a long-term hold. 140s and these 120s are going to be areas that I might scoop up some, and looking at PayPal for that. So just a heads up. SPY, let's jump into the SPY. The SPY is an absolute beast. Absolute beast. So on the SPY, honestly, I don't even know what to do with it today. It's up well over anything I could have imagined. I thought 455 would hold it up as resistance. We're well above that now at this point. You have to watch 455 and see if that starts to hold support at 455. I have not confirmed this, but I heard that some Fed members came out yesterday, I want to say, or the day before, I can't remember, and we're talking about, well, oh, we might be able to push some of the interest rate hikes further down 6 months from now. If that's true, that's why the market's getting this bounce. I have been trying to find this to see if it's true, like confirm it news-wise, and I can't find anything to confirm it. Haven't really been able to dedicate a whole lot of time searching, but honestly, I think that kind of news shouldn't have to... You shouldn't have to be an investigator gadget here to just try to go through find that info to confirm it. I would expect that kind of news to be in your face. But SPY watching for 455 to hold support on pullbacks for a move towards 460. That's what I'll watch on the SPY today. Tesla has not been able to get through 945. We talked about this 945 yesterday, guys. Look at that 945 resistance on Tesla. That is crazy. So Tesla watching for 945 to hold resistance for a drop back down towards 900 area, or a break and hold of 945 area for a push towards 980s, I believe, where this 100-day moving average is at. 970s. Towards 970s. All right, that's what I'm watching there. So that's what I'm watching there. And this watch list, guys, if there's anybody in here that's really new and you're not on the watch list, I can get you the watch list sent to your inbox. Let me get you that link. Here you go. If you want this watch list sent to your inbox, there you go, bang. Okay, so we got SPY Tesla. Let's go take a look at Google, Alphabet. Okay, so Alphabet's actually going to be looking like it's going to open up underneath all-time highs. All-time highs were 30.3220. 30.3220. So Goog, great earnings and 20-for-1 forward reverse split announcement, gapping up huge, watching for all-time highs to hold resistance at 30, what was it, 30.22? No, 30.3220. So 30.3220 area for a drop back down towards, I can tell you right now, if Google drops back down to like 29, 2800 area, probably use 29s. I'll probably scoop up some for a long-term, you know, in the long-term account, just to have it. Just to have it towards the mid 29s, the mid 2900 area. Okay. Morning, Kishra. So AMD, let's go take a look at AMD, and then we're gonna go take a look at OLB as well. AMD, guys, remember when we talked about AMD bouncing off this 99 level, this previous all-time high? Look at that move, guys. What? Look at what a huge gap up. What a huge gap up. I actually added to AMD in the long term right around here. I think it was the other day. So that was a clutch add. I also added to Apple. That was a clutch one. AMD, I guess you just got to watch this 100-day, see if it holds support, to be honest. AMD watching the 100-day moving average for support, could have room towards the 50-day MA, which is that blue line right here. That blue line is the 50-day, and that one lies around 137. Around that 137 area. Okay, so we have those down. To the moon, man. SPY mooned due to the earnings report last night. Yep. Paul, you've been hotkeying into positions. That's fine. You can always use hotkeys. The hotkeys with Charles Schwab aren't that good, so I don't use them. But you can always use hotkeys. That's not going to make a difference. Okay, so SPY, Tesla, Google, AMD. What was it we're looking at? OLB. OLB looks like it had some news, if I'm not mistaken. I remember Jose had posted it there in the chat earlier this morning. 1 hour ago, OLB announces group achieves annual transaction volume run rate of 1.35 billion following CBD merchant acquisition. So OLB. So we went over it earlier. This 250 level has been an area of resistance so far here in pre-market. If we break above that, we will have potential room towards a 50-day moving average right here at $3. Okay. Support $2. Potentially you got support there at $2. So OLB watching for $2 area to hold support on pullbacks. Could have room towards 250s, or a break and hold of 250s could have room towards $3. 50-day MA. Has news, annual transaction volume run rate of 1.35 million. Oh, billion. Excuse me. Billion. Following CBD merchant acquisition. Okay, so we got that one. We got SPY, Tesla, Google, AMD, OLB. Let's see if there's anything else hitting these scans here that require attention. CPRI on my trade idea scans. Yeah, this thing's right in front of resistance. XLNX, yeah, we went over this one earlier. All right, so that's about it on those. Do you guys have any others you want me to take a look at for you before we keep moving on? NVIDIA's right in front of the 100-day moving average. That level could hold some resistance, so you got to be careful with that one today. But if it can get through that level, it could make some nice moves. It could make some really nice moves. I mean, I trade anything. I trade patterns. I trade chart patterns, so it doesn't matter what the company is. As long as it has a pattern that I like, I'll trade it. AITX. Let me correct myself. I try not to trade anything under $1. This is not looking really good. Look at that downtrend. Oh, this stock has been beat to hell. Saga, welcome to the Discord. Glad to have you on there. So this thing here, you got, you have clear 0.0247 resistance area potentially here, because previously it was a level of support. And you have resistance on it now. So that's going to be a pretty tough level on this one. And you've had, 0.015 clear support now. So you got a little bit of a channel play here between 0.0152 to 0.0247. I don't really like them. It's just a stock. I've traded stocks under $1. It's not like I've ever had a big problem. It takes forever to move. You got to take such a huge position to make any money on them. They can be heavily manipulated, at times. It's just not worth it to me. That's all. The last time I traded a stock under $1, trying to remember the ticker, I did really well on it, and it was at the start of a year like this, January into February. It was a swing trade. Bought the stock, I don't even remember, I think it was like at 40 cents or something like that. Sold a portion of it under $1, and then sold another portion of it over $1. It was a stupid good gainer. And it held over $1. It went $2-3 for a while. I wasn't in it when it was at $3 anymore. Oh, you know what? I might have a screenshot of that trade actually. I actually might have. This is a new computer I'm on here, so I don't know if I have it. I don't think I have it. I'm remembering now the chart. It was on a trade ideas chart, so it's a white chart. So I'm looking around here really quickly. If I don't find it, we'll move on. Doesn't look like it's. I got this new computer. What was it, last month in December? No, the month before that. So I got this computer in December, and I don't have everything on here, man. No, I don't have it here. The chart is actually on the swing trading course because I used it as part of the swing trading course because, well, it was a swing trade I was in. So I used that chart. No, it wasn't SNDL. I never touched that. I have videos on it, but I never traded SNDL. It was a biopharmaceutical. SNDL. Everybody was like, SNDL is going to go to $5. It's going to go to 10. It's going to go to 20. 49 cents. I guess my videos were right. Same with AMC. Same with GME. GME is surprisingly resilient though. Surprisingly resilient. Better company than AMC as well. Alright guys, ooh, it's 2 minutes. We got 2 minutes left. We got 2 minutes left before I hop on over to the Discord. So, really quickly, I'll put the Discord link here for you. And you come join us here, 30 days for free right there. At 9, I'll hop off the stream. I'll put the final touches on the watch list. We'll get those sent out in an email blast, so it'll be in your inbox, so you have the watch list with today's news. And then around 9:15, 9:20, I'll hop on the mic in the Discord, and then we'll start our day. Typically, the Discord, all the live trade, pre-market, then live trading with live alerts, live Q&As. Then around 11, 11:30, depending on the day's action, I kind of ease off. No more trading, for the day for me. And then what I do is I'm still on the mic. We do live recap, live lesson. Then at 12, we go to lunch. Lunch is 12 to 2. At 2 p.m., I come back on the mic. Screens are still up anyways, but I come back on the mic and we go afternoon setups. We look for afternoon setups, afternoon potential swing trades, and sometimes, a little bit of an afternoon lesson here and there, or afternoon Q&As if you guys start asking me questions. That's usually how we work the Discord. Paul, no, I don't game on the computer. Why did I get a new computer? Because my old computer that I built couldn't handle all of this, meaning streaming properly with some good quality, posting up and rendering me some good videos for YouTube, while streaming in the Discord, while streaming on here, while doing all of these things at once. It was lagging and the video quality was suffering. So I literally got this new computer so that my videos on YouTube would be of better quality. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had to have gotten this at all, because running the charting software, running the Discord, and running my trading platform, the old computer did it just fine, But streaming and getting videos done for YouTube needed something beefier. Lucid chart. All right, guys, really quickly, Lucid, and then I got to get going because I got to get back into final touches on here and moving on over to the Discord. You know, Lucid's at that 28 support zone. 200-day moving average. Same as yesterday. Nothing's changed. Nothing's changed there. What camera? Well, right now I'm using just a webcam for streaming. But for like my videos, I have this one. Works out really well. Like in yesterday's video, if you go watch my video from yesterday, I have this Lumix. I love it. It's really, really good. Mirrorless camera. Awesome. I use the Rode wireless mic. Pretty good. Thank you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Remember, I'll be back again tomorrow at 8 a.m. and we'll hit up these scans, hit up the news, and start to make that watch list together. Guys, before we go, if you do me a quick solid and hit that like button, it really helps out. We got 33 watchers, 25 likes. So if you would be so kind to hit that like button, it really helps out with the YouTube algorithm. It's not about vanity. I can give crap about likes, but the YouTube algorithm, it cares about likes. So do me that quick solid. I appreciate you. I appreciate for your time and tuning in. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Or if not, I'll catch you in the Discord in a little while. All right? Good luck today. Stay disciplined. Trade your plans. Don't hold back. Do not let emotions dictate your decision making, okay? And trade size you're comfortable with. If you're sitting at the edge of your seat, if you're feeling nervous, if you're sweating, if you're hovering over the mouse, okay, with your finger like almost twitching, the size you're in on the trade is too big. Decrease it. Decrease it. Let the chart work itself out. Put yourself in position sizes that you can manage without emotions, all right? Have a good one, guys. See you tomorrow.